The IOC's decision allow Russian athletes to participate in the 2024 Olympics has nothing to do with justice. The problem with the International Olympic Committee's decision to allow some athletes from Russia to compete at next summer's Paris Games is not about fairness or maintaining the appearance of impartiality. Forcing Ukrainian athletes compete and possibly share medal podiums with or shake hands those who represent a regime seeking to destroy their country has added all the harm they have endured over the past 2 years. Their cities were battered. Their families and friends were killed, injured and displaced. There is no reason other than that Vladimir Putin does not believe Ukraine deserves to exist, and now the IOC wants them to act as if everything is fine. That Putin does not use these neutral athletes as a sign of Russia's so-called power and superiority. The callousness is outrageous. The expectation that Ukrainian athletes will accept this additional trauma without complaint is monstrous. Although, unfortunately, par for the course. Whenever the choice is made between courage and expediency, IOC President Thomas Bach is certain to choose the latter. He will distort the ideals of the Olympic movement beyond recognition if it means currying favor with Putin. Russian athletes allowed to compete as neutral athletes at 2024 Paris Olympics. We fought on the diplomatic front with partner countries for almost a year to prevent this decision from being taken. Despite all efforts, large number of casualties among military and civilian population, destruction of infrastructure and occupied areas, our voice was not heard, he said. The IOC's announcement on Friday that it would allow selected athletes from Russia and Belarus to compete Paris was surprising only in its timing, coming a week after an executive board meeting which the issue was supposedly not discussed. So why would the board need this? Everyone who watched Bach's surgery knew he would move heaven, earth and everything in between to make sure some Russian athletes were in Paris. It won't happen as much as Putin would like. And Putin will certainly be angry that no Russian team can compete. But some athletes are better than none. And whatever color or name its athletes use, Russia's presence will be as big at these games as it has been in the last 3 games. There is no such thing as a neutral team or neutral athlete in the Olympic Games. Nationality is a central element the Games. Athletes are standard bearers whose achievements are strongly associated with their homeland, regardless of the removal flags, anthems or national colors. Global Athlete General Manager Rob Koehler told USA Today Sports in a statement, "Removing ID does not change fact that a team or athlete represents their country and, in case of Russia, represents and potentially supports or serves Putin regime." As for the IOC's warning that neutral athletes allowed to compete in Paris should not particip